It is said that true prisoners were given the option to walk out for freedom, but the only condition they had to fulfill was to walk through a door in front of which was the inscription, "The future is unknown." In other words, if you walk through this door, you were not guaranteed that you were going to have freedom. But guess what? One chose to walk through that door, even though he didn't know exactly what was going to happen. The other chose to stay in prison. Friend, I want you to understand that life, whatever you become in life, and whoever you end up in life, is nothing but the result of the way you think. And on this episode, I want to share with you on the broad principle that you are what you think you are. You are not what your product, you are not what your circumstances make you out. A lot of people have said that in life you become what your friends, your peer pressure make you to become. Your background, your environment, and what have you is what you end up being. But I have a different philosophy. And my philosophy is that the way you think shapes who you become. On this episode, I am sharing with you principles that would help you not just to take control of your mind, but also to develop the right kind of attitude and begin to see things from a different perspective, from a positive perspective, rather than the way all other people are looking at it. I can guarantee you that not only will you succeed, but your dream will certainly become a reality. Today I want to share with you a story about the greatest leader in the automobile industry. His name is called Henry Ford. It is said that Henry Ford some years ago had an idea for a new type of engine known as the V8. He had the plans drawn and submitted this plan to his engineers. The engineers, after studying the plan, concluded that what Henry Ford was thinking about was just not possible. The engineers, after studying, came back to Henry Ford and said, "What you are saying that we should do cannot be done." Ford simply told them, "Produce it anyway." They replied, "But sir, this is just not possible. It is what? Impossible." So Henry Ford said, "Go ahead and stay with it until you are able to produce the engine, no matter how long it takes you." They struggled for 6 months with design after design and nothing to show for whatever Henry Ford was expecting. Another 6 months passed. Literally after 1 year, they couldn't do anything. They told Ford that what Henry Ford was saying was just not possible. Ladies and gentlemen, they did and finally discovered how to build the V8 engine as prescribed by Henry Ford. The engine originally existed in the form of an idea in the mind of Henry Ford. It was different from what everybody else was used to. What existed at that time, what Henry Ford had suggested, was completely different, totally different. What it means is that his own experts, in other words, his own people, the people that were close to him, his associate, saw his idea as an impossibility. He believed in it, even though his associate did not. He believed in his thought, and that if only we can be persistent and develop the tenacity of purpose and inner strength, this dream can become a reality. Friends, tonight I want to share with you what I've titled, "You are what you think you are." You are what you think you are. Everything that is once existed in the form of thoughts or ideas or visions. And so anything that you want to accomplish, whatever dream, whatever purpose, whatever mission, whatever goal, whatever plan that you set for yourself, listen, gentlemen, I want you to know that that would definitely be in the form of idea. Your thought. You cannot achieve in the world what you can never dream, nor accomplish anything in the world that your mind cannot conceive. So I want you to understand that what goes on in your mind, your thoughts, your imagination, the things that you think about most of the time, you don't have to joke with them. The unseen, ladies and gentlemen, is more powerful. So if you want to succeed in life, you've got to think of yourself as a success. In other words, as you think, that is what you become. And in this episode, I want to share with you certain principles that is going to help you to be able to become who you really want to become. Imagination is more powerful than knowledge. A man or woman who cannot imagine, who cannot use his mind to think into the future, project yourself into the future using your power of imagination, ladies and gentlemen, you cannot become a leader You cannot become a ruler. You cannot go where nobody else has ever been and leave a trail. Because why? Thinkers are the people who rule the world today. Workers are subservient. If you keep working without thinking, you remain a beggar and a subservient for the rest of your life. In the 21st century, ladies and gentlemen, information is not enough. Knowledge is not enough. But creativity and thinking is that which is going to set you apart. So your success in life, ladies and gentlemen, begins with your thinking and ends with your thinking pattern. How do you think? How do you control your mind as far as your thinking pattern is concerned? What is it that can make you become who you really want to be? There are certain principles, and you see, you have to understand that in life consists of principles, processes, and secrets. One of the secrets that we are talking about here is the ability to think creatively. So, if you want to become what you are thinking, there are certain principles. The first principle is that you must see yourself as a human magnet.